All right, well, we're going to find out very shortly. We're going to jump into the pistol round. We have some Kevlars. We've got a Kit and an HE on Tuanu, and he is towards B. So they are playing the kind of A retake kind of strat here, making sure they can have a good B defense if the push was to come there. And in fact, most of the players, or at least two, and the bomb are on Skyfall at the moment for Flipside. They will make a kill towards Skyfall as well. So the pressure being felt now as Flipside are able to equalize on top of LDLC White.
That bomb's rotating background as well. Once to try to get to the mid area. I think they might be trying to go for the A take here. There's only one man there as well in its body. We do see the rotate coming in from the CTs now as things do quiet down on B.
So nice repositioning here from LDLC White. They're playing it really safe at the moment. And the time is ticking away, but there's still a minute left for Flipside to make a play. And now we have Maten. He's looking down CT ramp to see if he can find anything in this variant. There is Blade. Oh wow, he gets the shot and he finds the bomber as well. So the rotation can come in now for LDLC White as they look to close out this round, but it's going to be Simple and Bondic put in loads of damage, and now it's all on Devil.
Ooh, he does get two though. 1v1. Simple 68 HP, and he's got the bomb. He's on site. This is going to be a tough round for Devil to retake, but I think he might be able to do it if he plays his cards right. He's tapping away though. Really just wants to get the bomb down here. He doesn't really want to face too much, and then the round's in his hands.
Oh. That jump shot there onto Devil, just one bullet, but it connected straight in the torso. He's down onto 6 HP. Looking to round the corner. He's got a little bit of time to play with still, just trying to force out a mistake from Simple. Simple keeps going for the jump shots. This guy is an absolute, well, he's just a condensed ball of ridiculousness with the jump shots. And there it is. Simple picks up the round. It was a close one though. It really felt like LDLC White had that actually in the bag there. The right positions, the right calls. They got the bomb down. But they just couldn't hit the shots. Yeah,
that was a shame. They rotated really well, as you were saying. You know, like, they worked out what was going on. They read the map really well. And as you were saying before, it's down to sort of the more default style of play in Counter-Strike. They lock things down. You know, they don't overcompensate when they don't need to. So it's really good to watch.
Fast boost here now from them, though, as they try to get some info and some damage, but they can't get up there in time. They do spot the push coming in towards B long. The Flipside just going to use those ranges to full effect, as Simple picks up the first kill onto body. And things are looking very nice, actually, positionally for Flipside, but they are taking a lot of damage here. They've lost 2 men already, as the bomb is down on the bomb side, and Maten is there with that scout ready to take down some angry terrorists. Here comes Wild at it with his AK-47, picks up the bomb, and will get the plant. And Fuchs is the last one left over, so just the PT-50. He's got head armor as well, though, so he might be able to get some damage done here. Let's have a look. Nope, Flipside will close out the round, and it's going to be a laboured one, but they did survive with 3 players, so that's not too terrible.
Yeah, they're not doing too bad. As we're saying, they're not playing silly. They you know, they're playing it smart. They're getting the picks onto Flipside, definitely. It's just Flipside currently have the advantage. I think it'll all change, hopefully, first gun round, though, as LDLC White get their confidence back.
Okay, so we have some grenades here for Flipside. These are really good utility to flush out LDLC White from any dangerous close-range spots with those pistols. Now they've taken B long again. It's such a safe place to take as a team. You can all stick together, work on the trades, and Simple's going to spawn Maten below. And I think Simple just froze for a second there, and he will get taken out, but it shouldn't stop the efforts here of Flipside. Although Maten gets another kill there, it's getting a little bit interesting all of a sudden, but finally finished off, and Flipside pick up the 3rd round. So this is the this is where I was mentioning earlier. It can get really awkward for the CTs if they can't build up their economy quickly. Tuanu, though, is going to be on the AWP, and he was absolutely monstrous last time we saw him here with an AWP.
Yeah, he was just a complete machine, hitting just ridiculous shots. So if he keeps that up, it's going to be very hard for Flipside to sort of take the site, especially if he's on B as well. If he holds that long area, just shouldn't be able to push up at all.
And one thing about Flipside as well is that you'll see what it is on the AWP, and Simple is essentially their best rifler and their best AWPer, so that's where things can get a little bit, well, there can be disagreements in the team sometimes, because he He's still quite a young guy, and he wants to be doing everything. But on the T side, he's got to let what did it work that AWP. And so far, we have a decent amount of info for LDLC White. They have seen, I think, a few players towards the A side. I mean, we have Flipsid slowly clearing out angle after angle. And Body's going to be close now at the bottom of the CT ramp, looking to get pop flash into a peak here. It's not an info, but Devil will push him back.
Those shots were very close to Body. You just finally get the shot there. Beautiful headshot onto Body. And now 5v4. One CT is down. It's looking a lot better for the T's already if they can get onto the A site. Cricket by one man there to try and defend them. Fruits will go down as well. It's all down to Matt Hen to sort of hold them back, really. He will get one, almost taken down the second, and he does finally do it. Onto the third. Ooh, very close, but Bondik gets the better of him. 3v2 now, and time's ticking away, but the bomb will surely go down.
Bomb has been planted.
Nice shot by Twanu there. As he works his way in, he's got to get a massive clutch here for his team as he pushes around the APC there in the middle of CT spawn. But well, it's on one angle and Bondik is on the other one. This shouldn't really be doable, and you can see him backing away there, noticing that this is not going to go well for him. So he's going to save that AWP, and LDLC White will have to eco again, but at least they should have an AWP to work with in there. Maybe he can get a good position, maybe he can catch Flipsid off guard. I would expect him to go to B with it, not only because he plays B and because that's a good spot for an AWP, but because Flipsid have been pushing B long every round, especially it's kind of their response against the eco, because they can stick together, move as a unit through that area, get loads of good vantage points on the over onto the B bomb site. So I would expect that, but we'll have to see what Flipsid are going to throw at them.
Yeah, I mean, it's not looking too bad as well if we see 3 players on A right now, 1 on mid, 2 on long. The 2 on B, they might be able to hold this back with 2 new leading the AWP, as you're saying. If he can get a couple of picks, it'll give the other CTs just enough time to rotate round. But there is a T lurking sort of T spawn area there just waiting. He might be able to get some information for them. They are wasting no time at all, but it will be 2 new to get the first frag of the round, taking down Simple. Markaloft spamming away there, wants to try and get some frags. Takes down Matt End by Bondik.
Look at this, they are circumventing that AWP in the hands of Twanu. He can't do anything after that quick pick onto Simple, but it's going to be the rest of his teammates trying to get some damage done here towards the connector area. It's not going too badly. Devil's going to pick himself up an AWP as Twanu is going to be moving towards Skyfall, covering if they are to move back into B, but it won't be the case just yet, as Bondik is slowly edging his way towards that A bomb site, and Twanu gets what at it. He was trying to flank around the B side of the map. So Twanu has created a situation where LDLC White can actually pick up this round, and that is going to be impressive considering their predicament.
4 HP as well. They could take him down with ease if he doesn't get the better of him in his positional play, as he does. Takes down Devil, switches that Molotov, chuck it out, trying to send 2 new to the Burns ward, but didn't quite do it yet. Twanu. Oh, gets the better of him with the AWP shot, and we'll get the defuse as well. That's the first round on the board there for LDLC. Hopefully things will start looking up for him now.
Yeah, I mean, they will have the money to work with. Flipsid as well, though, they've been getting, they got the plant there despite losing the round, so I would imagine that they're going to have a pretty decent buy going into this one, and indeed they will. However, they don't have the most money ever, and the same can be said for LDLC White. So if Flipsid are able to win this one, well, this round is worth 2 for both teams here. Either team is in a position where eco is the only option after a loss. So very, very important round as far as momentum is concerned for both sides. And we do see Flipsid now just chilling at the moment. They have, I do believe it is welded it with the AWP towards the A side of the map, looking down towards those long-range angles onto the CT ramp. But indeed, there he is, just trying to see what he can do. But they've smoked it off here, and they are going to send Blade in there as well. Bondik going to get the pick through, or the entry into Skyfall. They have got it smoked off, though, LDLC White, so they're still under control despite being a man down. But this is starting to get really dodgy for them.
Devil gets the counter frag, though, back onto Bondik, and evens up the numbers. Looks like they do want to go for that B take now, and they're getting ready to commit towards it. Can Devil hold it, though, as they do begin to push through Skyfall? Does get one, completely unaware that he was still there, and unfortunately just get taken down by Markaloff, though, but this is Still looking better for Flipside. Only one man left on the site to try and defend. Welded it begins to rotate round now. And they will get the pick onto him. Swanu's down. Oh, the second frag as well. Markelov's completely on fire there. Takes down Body. Fuchs having none of it though as he comes in. It's the first frag onto Simple. Welded it's almost back now though, just in. Oh,
nice. And he's got a good angle on the last player as well. I don't know if he knows where he is. He could actually just go for the hold here as well. Going to try to bait him out though. There it is. The running comes in. Doesn't get the kill though. And Wallace on 9 HP goes around with the USP and gets the shot. Great stuff there from Fuchs. A clutch from him. 3 players down. The defuse as well. And that is what we saw from him last time. We saw an LDLC white game on Cobble.
I think that's definitely who LDLC want left alive if it's going to come to these clutch situations, because he just plays so calm. So it's nice to see.
Yeah, that grenade was perfect, spot on. Now we're on 2-4, and actually Flipside, after getting the bomb down, are actually going to force it up. They know that the economy is strained on LDLC white, and having lost a few in a row, they're like, hey, well, if we put in a buy here and get the bomb down again, we will be able to buy it again, and we can keep the pressure on LDLC's economy. So it's a really nice choice actually from Flipside. I really like this and respect this, considering how important the economy is to maintain for LDLC white. They can't afford to let it go. So Flipside with a perfect counterplay in that sense, but they just have to get the kills going for themselves on the entries. Now, they're looking at an explosive entry as they're dropping in from Skyfall, but can they get those frags?
This is true. Devil's been doing a stellar job of holding it so far, and Tuinu, classic shot from him there. He'll be holding back the T's. Devil will fall though, and it's down to Tuinu to sort of try hold them back as they're going to be rushing into the site. Hend surprisingly doesn't get the frag there. Gets taken down by the Galil from Blade. Fuchs finally drops, and so does Tuinu, and now Body, the last man left, goes over. Welded it still only with the Deagle, hasn't picked up himself a gun yet, but there's an AK in front of him. We'll grab that.
Oh! That was sick! This guy has got some clutch moves as well. It's like, well, look at me.
Doesn't give a damn. Just beautiful.
Yeah, he's got the body bags for Flipside in that round, and it's going to be a 3-4 now. What a clutch indeed from Body. That was very impressive. And this is why LDLC White are incredibly dangerous. We saw them at ESWC, also giving a hell of a time to the kind of tier 1 teams actually. They were really struggling with LDLC White. I can't remember who it was that actually lost to them. Now that was quite good. Either way, they are very, very scary. And now we're starting to see why. They have the individual skill. They've got the team play, some coordination and strategy as well. Flip side though, they've got PD50s in the face of Matt 10. It's going to be welded it around the corner now with that Tech 9 frag onto Devil. That is going to make things complicated. Fuchs has to come in with Body now to do clutch masters of the team. Ready to retake this site. 2-on-3.
And with his lovely nades, unfortunately this time around it won't do much. Molotov on site as well, and Markelov almost gets the better of him, but he will finally get taken down by Body. Body just completely single-handedly retaking right now. Flips around with that P2000, wants to try and get the final frag, but it's too late as Fuchs is just going to one-time the bomb, and there it is.
That was really close. That was almost a very embarrassing situation for Body. His sole job was to be the protector of the defuser there in Fuchs, and he failed at his job, quite frankly. He was a non-factor there, but 4-4 now the score is Flipside. Have a double AWP setup. Simple's had enough. He's had enough of Tuinu with his excellent AWP play on B. Now is Simple going to challenge him straight up, or will he find his opening elsewhere? Looks like Simple, in fact, is going to the B long area with his AWP. Let's see if Simple can actually get the pick on Tuinu. Okay, he's looking at a close angle there. And his teammates, meanwhile, will move through the CT grab area. They get themselves up to Matrix or the A-long position also. One leg with a nice frag onto Body as he pushed through the smoke. Very aggressive stuff from Body there. He'll soon be regretting that one now as his team are forced to rotate a couple players. But Tuinu is still at the back of the B-bomb site, and Simple, after those rotations, is looking to try to get an entry, I think.
Yeah, I think if Simple can actually get the frag here, they might be able to work in, because we're seeing all the T's rotate round towards the B-bomb site now.
And Martin is going to go close. Now can he find anyone? This information is also very key because at the moment they don't know what's going on. They have 3 players stacked towards the B bomb site, however. Oh, great flash in for Maten as he tries to get himself up there onto B long, and he will also just retreat straight away from that position. And still, Flipside are looking for an entry. 30 seconds for them.
Devil still tucked away, waiting in case anyone tries to drop in though, and Blade begins to push up. He'll get the better here. It will be Blade to take down my hand, but Tuinu gets the double!
Oh my god, it's Fuchs now. And I think he heard the plant there, but he's not going to try to spam through. He could actually kill the planter there, which may even have been round. But he's going to find Wada, he's going to root him out of his position, his little hidey corner with that AWP. No more. Fuchs with another one. Just Markov left to deal with now, and he's actually on lower health than Fuchs is. But he will not have the angle. But another close call for Flipside. They keep getting in trouble in these like 1-on-3s, 2-on-3s.
It's coming down to the wire nearly every round now. It's just getting closer and closer every time.
But LDLC White, they just that was their first loss, and they spent all their cash because Flipside did so much damage in the previous rounds. So the play where Flipside were constantly reinvesting into dealing damage, we can see it's actually paying off now. It's the future. It's all about the future there for Flipside, and we have arrived at the future. The future is they're very broke LDLC White. They are going to have to double eco before a buy can really come into play. Simple's in trouble. Does save himself though.
Yeah, Devil did almost get the better of him there though. Gets him down very low and he free HP. I mean, you could breathe on him and take him down at the minute, but Fuchs as well. HP is not looking great for both sides, but he will get an early bit of damage off as they do begin to go to the A take. And there's no one on site really left to try and repel it.
Low pulse here for Flipside. Wow. 12 HP, 3 HP, 43 HP, 57, 81. Pretty low across the board, actually. Ooh, nice flick there to finish off Simple. It's going to be the end of Body. So 6-4 on Flipside. They seem to be taking a strong control of the game. They have won the economy side of things for now, and they are reaping the rewards.
Yeah, I think they've just sort of flipped on cruise control now, as we see, as you were saying before, LDLC in another eco now until they can get back in, try and get some cash and buy. They've got, a few players with armor though. They've got 1 nade and a smoke. You might be able to help out a little bit, but they haven't got much to work with.
Oh, and the Flipside are actually moving towards B here, so they got to be careful because the ensuing chaos could actually create a lot of opportunities for these pistoling players of the French side, LDLC White. However, Flipside are slowing things down. They're not looking for the quick play into B, which is certainly wise, as LDLC have stacked towards that bomb site. Now, Flipside still fact-finding at the moment. Still waiting for LDLC White to be the ones to give them some information, but they're going to go for the Skyfall drop. And Maten is waiting close by. Great grenade, actually, onto Maten. He was looking for that quick headshot. This could be the difference in this round. Maten, if he can catch a player, there it is. Great shot there by Maten as he goes forward, but Markov gets the trade. But still, LDLC White with all the control here, and another frag from Devil.
Yeah, Devil's been a very sneaky B there. Tucked in, gave them no information. They're finally managed to get the frag, but Markov still absolutely on one now, tearing through Body as they begin to push into the B site. Blade charges in with that bomb, wants to try and get down. Welded it. Gets a beautiful frag with that. Off there, and it's only Twanu left as he charges in. Unfortunately, he can't amount to anything there, does get taken down.
So, 7-4 now, we get the LDLC White buy. Twanu with that AWP in his hands again. He will be, to be honest, he's been doing a really, really good job at the B-bomb site with that AWP. He's been very reliable, to be honest, over all of these rounds when he's been wielding the AWP. However, Flipside have been able to take over Skyfall very frequently, and that's been a pretty big leak, actually, for LDLC White's defense. This round we're going to have a bit more of a push from LDLC White on A long as they try to get some info and maybe even a sneaky pick as well to kick off the round. However, it won't happen just yet. We can see Body just looking down in very nice position, actually, lovely position to try to catch any T's moving towards CT ramp. And there it is, Body with the frag on Blade. And what are they looking in as well? They know the positions, and they will power through onto that A bomb site. They got the bomb moving as well in Simple. So this is tough now for LDLC White.
Yeah, the rotate comes in though. Well done, it gets a wonderful shot through the door though to shut down Mahend, and Devil trying to get a few shots off. Unfortunately gets taken down by Simple's AK, and it's just Twanu left over on that B bomb site, just tucking away, wants to try and hide.
It's almost as if they've identified Twanu as the biggest danger. Simple has tried to challenge him actually a few times, and he just got wrecked every time. So,
I mean, because that's what we did see. We saw round after round going for those B takes, and the only sort of defense that LDLC really had was like Twanu just completely just destroying him with the orb. As soon as they took him down, they had free control of the site. They could smoke it off and just lock it down and wait for the retake to come in. But now we've seen much, much more of an aggressive A take, and they've just been completely just blowing through all the LDLC White's defenses, just rolling out the welcome mat, coming in and just, there you go, have a site. So I think you're right, that's what they've been doing.
yeah, it's a shame because we know that Twanu is somewhat of a highlights reel player when he gets the AWP going. We've had some good clutches actually from Body and Fuchs, I must say. So definitely some decent performances across the board, but Flipside have been able to really work positions very well, entry into A very well, take over Skyfall very well. It's going to be Twanu though. He's making his position felt towards A. They're going to go with a quick push now behind that AWP to see if they can get some damage done. They're completely gambling here. All of them towards this area. That spray down though from Simple and Blade, looking very strong indeed. They will finish off the job. Nice attempt though from LDLC White, but 9-4 is now the score in favor of Flipside.
Yeah, that was really unfortunate. They went for a risk. If it would have worked, it would have been great, but it's a real shame they all just got completely shut down there. But they do have cash to buy still. Money situation's still good, so it's not too bad in LDLC White's favour right now.
Okay, so we are going to see the next buy round here for LDLC White. Perhaps they could start the comeback trail from here, get themselves to 6 rounds. It really mean a lot, but actually trying to get a bit aggressive towards B long, it would seem. Our LDLC Whites, they are boosted up with Devil up there, you can see. And they are looking to get more players in this position as well. Now, you've got to be careful with that because it can be naded quite thoroughly, but Flipside, again, they're looking for that A split, I think. They want to take over Connector and split into that A bomb site, at the moment at least. Smokes are slowing them down.
That is true. I think maybe where they've gone wrong here as well is they haven't realised a lot of the time the leak into the site is coming from drop down, and that's where they've taken a lot of players away from now. It's only Matt Hen sort of there. There's T's already in there, just waiting to burst out onto the B site. It's going to be interesting to see if they can really sort of hold it back, because they have that much sort of a map advantage already.
Okay, Body is just very careful of any flashes through that smoke. Oh, great face there onto Bondic as that smoke dissipates. Kill awarded to Body. And Flipside make their push felt up onto the B bomb site. Twanu there on the side itself trying to get some damage done, but the flashes are coming in. It's quite awkward this position now, and Wilder it will silence him straight away. Now, it might be that they have sealed away the fate of LDLC now with that kill onto Twanu. But can Maten get something done? So far, it's not looking so good for them as the trades come in. And it will be 2 members for Flipside who are left standing at the end of the round to pick up their 10th. And we're going into the last one now. And the best that LDLC White can pick up on the CT side is 5.
I think that's a real shame. I think that's what went wrong there, is they just had complete control of drop down, and then when they did actually go for the push, last man left alive on site was Twanu, of course, and he was just blind time after time because there was nothing he could do. His position was just, it was ruined from how much control the T's already had. Once again favouring the B area of the map though. Early flashes come out and a cheeky face there from Blade, but he does get shut down very early on by Devil. Bondic will get one of his own though, headshot onto Devil. And it's all go, go, go over at the B site. Twanu does fall. And it's just Body and Fuchs left up against Markaloff, Bondic and World at it. Will get one for himself though, and it's just Fuchs left. The man you would want in this situation as he claims one-on-one. The AWP's in play with World at it. Of course he gets it. The flick there. Right now we're seeing a 4-11 scoreline.
Yeah, pretty strong showing from Flipside, and they did get that pistol round win at the start. It was really close actually. It was Simple with the jump shot shenanigans that really helped to seal the deal on that A bomb site, and it really compounded into a massive series of rounds for Flipside. We can see they took 4 straight away, And then eventually, I mean, they got some rounds, LDLC White. They got 4 in a row, but then they got broken on the economy, and they just never came back into the game. And Flipside, I think they showed a very, very strong individual skill, very good map control as well, and awareness of the strengths and weaknesses of their opponents, and they exploited them fairly well, to be honest. Very confident with where they could take and how they could take it. But now we move into the second half. The pistol is live. Can LDLC White save themselves from losing heavily against Flipside?
Yeah, they really need to go big early on here. The pistols would really help to get them back in the game. And Simple looking out for some information. It's only him on A. Everyone else has taken a gamble that they're going to go straight B, but they haven't decided to do that at all. As Simple gets pushed from all angles, but he'll still get the better of him, taking down Mahend. Luckily, Tuinu does finally get the frag onto him, and the bomb can go down. But can they hold it, Dan?
It's definitely going to be tough because the clock has been put on them now, and they've got a kid on Blade. They have to make sure that that does not get lost. They do have some time. They're knocking at the door here at the A-bomb site, and LDLC are not allowing them to come in easily. Inside their body with some good angles, and he will clean up 3 players in a row. Great stuff there on LDLC's side of things as they claim the pistol, and now Flipside are put into a situation where they may just force it up. Let's have a look and see what their decision is. However, on this map, you do want those big buys and the big storage, the big stores of cash. So only Markelov. Okay, they are buying with a few players, and even Simple actually. However, Simple is basically the best Eagle player in the game. Yeah. So, and I'm not exaggerating.
No, we can let him off for buying the Eagle because he really is. It's like his secondary orb. There is no words for how good he is with that Deagle is. And there are a lot of teams that have underestimated him with it, and they have suffered massively. So I think more interesting for me is the fact that LDLC haven't opted to sort of go more so for SMGs because the vast amount of cash you get from using them. It's interesting actually picking up AKs.
Well, we're going to have the move in there from Water. He has got a fantastic flash into those engagements, but only picks up a single kill. They have rooted out the last player there on B-Long also, so it's just a matter of time until he goes down. I believe it's Markelov. But in goes Bondic with a frag onto Fuchs. That's going to alleviate some pressure as Flipside are now a man up, despite Markelov basically being a dead man here. There should be no way he can do anything from this position. And here we go.
You will get one spraying away with that SMG there onto Markelov, and BB3 is they begin to go for the sight take. Just catch sight of Blade and does shut him down, but beautiful 2 frags there coming out from Bondic as he just taps over that 5-7. It's Simple versus Devil, the Deagle in hand, and as you were saying, we really shouldn't underestimate him because this is where he could just completely just frag Devil out of the server.
I can't help but feel like he was baiting his team a little bit in this round, but he is pretty weak, and the bomb is going to go down. And Deagle says it, don't worry, I'm pro, and he will connect the headshot. And he is very consistent. He makes a very inconsistent gun look remarkably good. Much better than it really is. And, well, he does always justify his purchase of the Deagle. And now it's going to be LDLC White. They realize that, hey, we have to win the round now. We have to get them off their economy, because if they're able to win this Tech 9 armor, Flipside have nothing to buy with, and they're reset. They will have no money at all, and they can pick up 2 rounds for free, hopefully. But in they go. Bondic will shut down Devil, looking to get Tuinu dead as well, and that's exactly what's going to happen. Flipside decimating, crushing this push from LDLC White. It's done nothing so far.
Yeah, that was really just a savage hold they're coming out from. They had no chance at all there. The nade really early on just blew them away. And of course the spray coming in to just completely shut them down. And 5-13, things aren't looking too stellar for LDLC, but of course they're still in an eco as well, and it just depends really. Do you reckon, you know, if they sort of get into that mindset, actually start getting some rifles on board, they can come back from this, or are they too far gone now?
I mean, I think it's a very, very low percentage thing here, because Flipside, I think they have such a good potential on this map with Simple and World Edit when they have the money going to just shut them down all over the place with the AWPs firstly. So I think they need a buffer of rounds to figure out how to play against it, and I don't think that, and they just don't have the rounds to do that. So I'm not feeling like this is a very winnable situation for LDLC White from where we are right now. However, they will steal away in this round and then 4, and Fuchs is handling it. They don't have any Kevlar though, so the aim punch is going to be a massive disadvantage for them. into any engagements that they may be facing. They are taking it slow now. They realize that they could perhaps catch a side off guard, but this position from World Edit is absolutely stunning. Here we go. World Edit is going to see both players momentarily, and they both face at once, not looking there, because why would they? Such a forward position from World Edit, and that should shut the round down. If he spots the last player, and Blade will finish him off. Good call there by World Edit. Good fragging and smart positioning.
That was just such a sneaky B play there. You really wouldn't expect that, as you were saying. I mean, just don't know.
Yeah, it's well, actually, Bondik's going huge this game, so 27 kills. Interesting. I don't think we picked Bondik. Damn. God damn. Okay, well, we do have the AWP on Simple now. Probably gave World Edit an earful. It's like, I will AWP, please. And now we have Devil with the opening onto Bondik. So shutting down the top fragger of Flipside. Flipside only 2 rounds away from taking this one, and they're already having to fill some gaps here. Markov going in for a response. Oh, does he get the second? He won't. Maten cleans it up and gets the trade. Very important kill from Maten. And now LDLC White have a bit of pace behind their step.
Simple lane waiting though, almost takes him down. There was only 11 HP on him, but of course didn't manage to connect the AWP shot. And Blade could go absolutely huge here. Gets one, but gets shut down by Body. And it's a 3v2 situation now. Low HP on Simple, he just gets completely blown away. World Edit begins to rotate that M4 in hand, and the bomb will go down. It's going to be so hard for him to retake this.
He is fairly handy with a rifle as well, but he has no idea where the players are positioned. As World Edit is going to try to nade into the side. Now, there is the first shot. He should be expecting a player from another angle, but there's too many angles to cover to understand how to deal with this situation, and it's a 6th round for LDLC White. And Flipside will be able to purchase some weapons. We see the AWP onto Simple, but that is all their money now. That's all of it. All the reserves are gone. LDLC White really truly do want to come back into this, despite not having any rounds rounds to buffer. They cannot put a foot wrong, and it's going to start here potentially.
Yeah, they really need to go big, and we need to see Tuanu now. He needs to just go back into what we saw before and just go absolutely mental and get those opening picks, because that's really what they're missing out on right now.
Okay, so they want to try to entry into Skyfall, into the drop zone. Bondik waits below, anticipating some movement from the opposite position, but it's going to be Simple. He will pick up the frag onto Fuchs, so Flipside starting off well. Going to try to equalize here. They need to get something done. Both players facing now 2 versus 2, and LDLC actually coming out on top there to equalize things to a 3-on-3. And now it's going to be interesting to see whether or not LDLC White can outsmart Flipside, because they can play against their rotations and try to get the numbers advantage going into these engagements, and that should make it possible. But you never know. The individual prowess of Flipside is always a big problem to deal with.
Yeah, World Edit, of course, as you're saying, the individual skill, he could very easily just spray them down as they begin to push up. Devil will be dropping in though as the flashes do begin to rain in. Try to give Body a little bit of an entrance into the site, and he will attempt to take it. Still not aware where World Edit is though. He's just tucked in, being absolutely sneaky right now, but finally he does get found out by Devil, and he shuts him down. Blade pushing in though, the last man alive for Flipside, and he gets one. Can he claim the second? Of course he can't. Gets shut down by Body. Beautiful frag from him there, the headshot. And they will be saving another AWP. 2 AWPs for LDLC now.
So Flipside, let's see, they have 2,400 after they lose this round. So they can actually buy after this save. So it's only 1 save for them, not a double eco situation. But they won't have AWPs if they plan to buy next round. Or if they do get an AWP, I think one of them may be able to afford one. They won't be able to actually get armor with it. So the next, I mean, LDLC White are in a position, economically speaking, where they can get a lot of momentum, and they already have begun to do that. So they just have to keep things tight. Just keep the team play there, keep the trades rolling in. That's how they won the previous round. They got an even situation, 3 versus 3, and they just kept it simple, got the trades and the bomb down, and that's all you have to do in a game, in a situation like that. Just use that team play, and in comes LDLC White now, up A long. Bondik, don't like his chances here.
do get the pick onto him, and you go A site completely open for them to push in and shut down Blade as well. He's trying to sneak back on to do a little bit of defense. Markelov and World Edit come over, but see you later, Markelov. You've been taken down. World Edit with the Deagle in hand. 1v5. It's not looking amazing for him.
If it was simple, then maybe, but it's not. It's World Edit. Unless Simple's been handing out the Deagle tips. Well, I don't think there is any tip. And he's actually going to get shot through the door. I forgot that those doors are actually wooden. I'm so used to the metal doors on Dust 2, which are
like no damage.
Yeah, I really get quite frustrated with the doors being as they are actually in Dust 2. I really do miss the wooden doors, good old wooden doors.
Rip D2 doors.
Yeah, I guess, well, anyway, I guess that's a point of discussion maybe for later on, but we're going to go into the next round, Flipside with a bye, and as noted previously, they cannot have AWPs, and to be able to afford nades, we have a couple FAMASs board as well. Simple and Markelov on FAMASs, the French weapon.
Bondic takes a little bit of early damage as well from that nade that drops onto his head from that end. The flashes as well to blind him as Evans through this double face that we've seen him do so well every time, and this time it works flawlessly as they get both picks, and the B site looks a lot more open for them now. World Edit still waiting though, lying awake behind that wall of smoke, just getting ready to pop out and try and do some damage. Flashbang in hand, and here he goes.
So just playing with Flipside at the moment. They know again it's a situation where they just have to get the trades in as they move into a site together. That's all they have to do. They've already done the hard work in getting the picks to get the man up advantage. And here they go, just moving together onto the A-bomb site. They had a guy pushed up A long. They have a guy actually in the consent area. Here he is, Maten, going to shut down Blade. He's got himself 3 kills now, having locked out Connector. And this is going to be another eco for Flipside. Potentially, they're going to have $3,400 at this point, I think. I think they lost 5 in a row. Or something along those lines. No, LDLC White are on 4. So yeah, I guess it will be 5 after this one.
I mean, really, we should see World Edit lose his gun here, because playing very close. Simple has fallen back, though, doing much more of a smarter play, unless they're actually going to try bait for each other, try to get a few frags if the teams do decide to go for a push, but they won't. They'll all back off together, go the smart route back on long towards T-spawn. Just don't want to risk losing any guns here, as, of course, Mahen very low, so is Devil.
Playing it super safe. I respect that. And now we have the round for our Terrors, our T side, LDLC Whites. 9 rounds for them as Flipside are on the max bonus, and they just need to put 2 rounds together, but we will see. Are they going to do something crazy? No. I mean, they should save, of course, and they'll have a big buy on the following round, a really big buy, and that should, for them, hopefully be enough to secure them into the match win. LDLC White, on the other hand, they're really finding some edges. I actually am afraid now that because they brought up 2 AWPs, or they have 2 AWPs, I don't know how well that's going to work out for them. It's been the quick play with the rifles that has really been able to allow them these fast entries. They're up against pistols as well as a mix of 2 rifles, and there's 4 players on the B side. This could be ugly for LDLC White if they're not careful.
Especially with Fook as well. I'd prefer to see him having an AK. It's a lot better than the AK, but Matt Hen will be the first one to get the frag as it all goes down over at B. Just complete massacre. Only 2 CTs left, and it's Blade and Simple. And Simple will be showing that he completely knows how to use that M4. Gets 2 frags, wants to try and get the third, but Twani does finally shut him down, and Blade sneaks in from behind with a P250. Tapping shots off, rattling him away. Wants to try and get the frag at least. He goes onto the site, does get one, and he gets the second!
I don't believe my eyes. That was phenomenal. I could see what he was doing. I was like, no. No. He's used so many bullets on the approach. There's no way that he has enough to kill that second guy. That was so awesome.
It's just a round that shouldn't have happened. And
yeah.
It's just really good to see.
I would love to hear their comms in that situation. They must be screaming. They must be going absolutely mental. LDLC White, they have to keep their focus though. They've been doing so well up until this point. They've been stringing together some really good rounds, but they've been doing it methodically. They've been picking up kills here towards Skyfall. Flipside are responding now by not holding in the drop zone, which is very smart because there's been such an advantage here for LDLC when they've been pushing in. And Matten's going to get flashed in, and it works another time. This is a huge, huge leak for Flipside. That drop zone area, these Ts are getting it so easily, and even getting the frags out of it as well.
Mahend is just trapped between a rock and a hard place now, though. He does get shut down by Blade. 4v4 situation. Health isn't looking too amazing over on the CTs, though, and Devil gets a wonderful frag there onto Simple. A site fairly open for them now as Fuchs gets a beautiful headshot onto Blade. Body as well, and well did it. Lagging behind there, just tucked away. Trying to see what he can do. I think he might just go for the save with that M4.
Yeah, this really hurts for Flipside because they just won a round, so I won't expect them to have much money here. How much money do they have? Yeah, they don't have all that much cash to play with, so this is suddenly becoming quite doable for LDLC. Why they have had quite a comeback. They've been rolling in with the rounds, and Flipside need to. They actually need to double eco, to be honest, because I think 3 of them were 1700 and between 14 and 1700, and they'll get 1900 from this round, so they'll still be around 3200 or something at best. Most of them. So this is just so rough for them because that should leave LDLC White on 12 rounds. And we'll have to see if Flipside can pull it off or if LDLC White can continue the reign of terror.
So to begin to push up, very slow play from them. Just slightly catch wind of one player, and they will capitalize as the push begins to go down now. Shots coming back in retaliation, and well that it will find one onto Mathen 2v3. Simple sneaks up with that Deagle. Should be able to capitalize here, but unfortunately whiffs it. He does get one to Twanu, but Fuchs shuts him down, and it's well that it once again the last man standing. With that AK in play, the Molotov comes out, trying to send him off to the Burns ward, but not this time.
It's pretty difficult right now for Worlded trying to work his way up. Now, he doesn't have a kit, so he's starting to be in a situation where he's just way better off just saving the AK, and he is going to realize that. Try to back away, but the frag comes in from Fuchs. And the crazy thing from that round is that actually Simple put himself in a spot where if he actually connects the first Eagle shot, that round is won by Flipside. They win the game there, or they win the maps there, sorry. That's just completely round winning. And you would usually expect him to hit that too, so...
Yeah, I think it was Fuchs that turned around and saw him, and then he sort of panicked and started spamming with the Deagle. He just sort of crumbled at that point, apple crumbled and just messed it up, whereas he would have got sort of at least one easy frag. As you were saying, it's a real shame.
They still have opportunities to work with, and they have put some good damage onto LDLC White. And they're sticking with the usual safe plays. So they know that drop zone has been so easy for them to take over and over and over again, that they're just going to do the same thing. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Although they are backing away, that said, so perhaps worried about a stack of pistols, playing it extra safe instead of putting themselves in a spot where they're forward in a forward position with lots of close range angles to check. And I think Mathen can even see the shoulder, and indeed he will get the kill. So the full rotation coming in from Flipside. They might be able to get some kills here, but you would never expect them to come close to winning this round now. But that said, Simple's in a position by the statue on the bomb site. He's going to pick up a frag as Markle picks up one on the exit of Skyfall. And it's now a 3-on-3, but in comes Fuchs from behind. The execution.
Didn't lose his call that time, managed to get a lovely frag onto Blade. And Bondic retaliates though, shutting down Fuchs.
Terrorists win.
I wonder what happened there.
Yeah, that's what I wondered.
We've just travelled forward in time. Okay, so Flipside in with the full buy, and you'd expect them to stop the rot at this point and just close it out, because this is one of those situations that everyone's been in. It's very frustrating. It's like, guys, why don't we just win already? Guys, it's getting a bit too close at this point. They're in a spot where it was 4-11, so this has been very hard for them to pick up CT rounds. A lot of it because of how easy Skyfall has been taken by both sides. They both found so many edges in that area. Very hard to defend against the Ts.
It's the double face that we've been seeing from LDLC, which Flipside just don't seem to be able to combat, and they just get shut down, and LDLC just come out on top every round they do it. It
is the major point of contention in the modern cobbled games that we are seeing. And we have a very decisive, slow but decisive edging towards the B-bomb site here from LDLC right. Shot connected by World Edit. There's number 1. Now playing it at a distance. Come in. Oh my goodness. What did it with 3 kills, a double to boot, and now it's all on Maten and Twanu as they make their way down the long area, but it's not going to happen. Markov will secure the round, and they finally close it down 16-12, meaning that they will move into cash momentarily with a 1-map advantage. So pretty respectable from both sides, I'd say.